All right, Kobe, looking at your pitching delivery here, I'm going to point out a few things. What we're doing here on pitching is trying to develop force and momentum with our bodies going toward the target here. And we develop that force, and we want to make sure that we brace up on that front foot and then be able to transfer that energy that we created into the arm so that we're not pitching with mainly our arms. Use our body. You do a pretty good job. It's not as much of an arm delivery as a lot of other kids I see. You do use your body. You do brace up a little bit. But I want to point out a few things here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start with looking at the landing position. Position, which actually at landing is when your foot braces up on that lead leg. Not when it first touches down, but when you get the force applied there, which is pretty much right about there. Somewhere in there. All right, and we're going to bring in another pitcher, okay? We're going to look at what he's got. Right. The big difference here is, notice the extension that he gets away from the mound. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in detail here a little bit. His hips are already through. Notice his belt buckle is pointed at the pitcher. Okay, notice what I look for. I love it when guys wear shorts with lines on the side. Yours is still back here. Okay, notice where his arm is. He's just now bringing his arm up. See, he goes from landing here. He's just now bringing his arm up. He's landed. It has not got into the 90-degree cock position. Okay, now he gets it there, and then he delivers the ball. Okay, this is a guy in high school national invitational, throwing high 80s, low 90s. So on yours, notice how the arm's already up there. You got the hand up already from here. Okay, and the hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. It's ready to go. And it's called pitching too early. You're getting the arm involved too early. And because of that, you don't get the momentum and delivery here. Okay, so going back, we're going to sync you guys up here at, I wish I had you at set, but let's just go to knee high here. And okay, you both have a nice, you have a high leg kick. Leg kick, it's all a comfort thing. You can pitch with no leg kick. The leg and the high knee kick isn't really going to develop any force. The force comes from that back leg, not the lead leg. What does happen here is that I've had a lot of pitchers start with this where they are turning around this way, okay, showing their back hip to the catcher. Okay, that's a myth on developing force. All that's going to do is throw you offline and get an inconsistent release point because of the rotation there. Pitching is a linear with a rotational aspect. Okay, so what it means is that it's linear. We want to go down this way in as straight a line as we can. Anything else that we do, any other forces, take away from the force that we can apply to that ball. So we want to keep everything in a line, including our shoulders and our hips and our knee. And so I would recommend that you try and bring your leg up. If you're going to have a high leg kick like that, you want to bring it up more in line like this picture is doing. Okay. Now I want you to watch. I'm going to lock you guys up here. I want you to watch as you go forward what he does. Notice how he gets away and drives away from that mound, okay, where his weight is a lot further down the mound than yours, okay. Get here, right there. He starts driving away, driving away. Okay, you get a little bit. Okay, but now watch his leg extension off that back leg. Okay, notice he still sees his knee. We can still see he's still facing me, still staying closed. And right there, see that extension that he gets? If we look at you from the back angle here, we see that this is at an angle. It kind of angles here, and I had it on the back, but you know, you're kind of angled there, and you never really get the extension. You get to about that point, and what happens from there is you just turn. Okay, so you incomplete back leg drive there, and that's kind of the angle that you keep. Okay, whereas you see this picture over here, he gets full extension. Okay, and the biggest thing I want you to see is look at your front feet. You guys are pretty much in the same point on that lead leg where you're almost to landing, and look at the difference. Now your lead arms are very similar. Okay, got the glove pointed at the target, very good. You got your nose over your belly button, which is good. Okay, want to see that? You're still sideways, which is good. Okay, big thing is that back leg, and then look at the arm position. That's the huge thing. Okay, his arm's down here. He's getting his elbow up first, then the hand. That involves the arm as late as possible. When you do that, you can get a whole lot more force being applied to that ball. Okay, so that's, you know, the big things that we're looking at there. You get a good, you're in a good position as far as keeping your head over your knee. Okay, you get good max external rotation, which is what we're looking at right here. Okay, elbow's not out in front of your chest. Okay, that lead to problems. Okay, there's a couple other things, but that's the main thing. And what you can do to fix this is, I notice that you start with the hands up. Okay, the hands up, when guys start with the hands up or the hands down when they're not moving the hands, that throws the timing off a little bit, and it leads to an early hand break. And so you're already breaking your hands here, and they haven't really come down to your belly button. So I would work on getting those hands down to the belly button. Notice what he brings them down and then breaks them there. So that would work, get your timing a little better.